Okay. Everyone leaves the room. I use the seat cushion as a pedal and lay spread eagle across the Tatamari mat. Hmm. Now by myself, several things start to cross my mind. Like, how do I get to a flavor that'll make my dad recognize my skills? I'm neither a match for my mentor nor my dad's distinct flavors. A sliding door opens with a loud rustle. Considering everyone just went to the bath, it's too early for anyone to be coming back. Maybe one of them forgot something? I sit up. No, I'll go soon, but what's up? Forget something, Azuki?
それもあるけど、ちょっと気になってな。また何か一人で悩んでるみてえだからさ。
Huh? Crap. Did I really look like that?
もうあんなことがあったから悩んでんのはみんな知ってると思うけど、でもそれだけでもないような気がしてな。
No, my cat just jumped on my desk. Stop it. I got a candle if they're burning, so no. Do you want to say hi to the stream? Or YouTube? Or are you just going to lay here and purr as I'm petting you? No, he's just sitting up. No, my chips are not for you. No. Now I gotta turn since I am laying back in my chair here. Okay, you want to play with your toy? Go ahead. Uh, it's not a big
大し
deal.
たことじゃねえってんなら隠すこともねえよな。私が気になるんだ。話してみろよ。
Okay, so I didn't miss anything. You're more of a busybody than I
年
thought.
長者だからな。
Actually, I'm older than you cat girls. On second that, never mind. It's really nothing major, I swear. Do you remember when Cinnamon and Coconut were eating those convenience store sweets earlier today?
ああ、くじで当たったとか言ってたな。
They're sold at convenience stores, freely consumable at any time at any place. I've been making Western sweets to bring smiles to everyone's faces, but I'm starting to think that the closest thing to that goal are those sweets. Low price point, buyable at any time, any place across the country, and long shelf life to boot. I'm trying to bring smiles to even more people's faces. So my worry is, if that's the case, then what's the point in me baking Western sweets?
ふむふむ。そんなことを考えてんのか。本当に大したことじゃねえな。何を悩んでんのかと思えば、過小らしいっつうか。味の好みは千差万別だ。それでも大抵の人はコンビニスイーツよりは花椒のケーキを美味しいって思うだろ。
I'm trying my best to make things as delicious as I can, but when I compare it to other
味
stuff,
が違うのは確実だろ。
yeah, I think it's different,
そ
alright.
れなら比べる意味がねえよ。
But bringing smiles to an even greater
笑
audiences.
わせたいってだけなら漫才でもやった方がいいんじゃねえか。
Wow. That's not what I meant.
わかってんじゃねえか。同じ笑顔といってもいろんな種類があるんだ。
All sorts of
花椒
types.
のケーキを食べた感動は他のことじゃ代わりにならねえと私は思う。
No, stop trying to eat the cord. I'm trying to play with my headset. Is that so? That's good. If that's the
それを
case.
目指して努力してんだろ。 たま
Yeah.
に記念日のケーキを買いに来る客とかいるじゃんか。
Yeah, there was one last night right before we closed. They said it was their marriage anniversary, but they were getting home late due to
私は
overtime.
夫婦生活 術には詳しくないけど、結婚記念日に夜中に帰宅ってのはどう考えても大丈夫じゃねえんだろ。
No, it's not. You don't come home late on your anniversary. Not unless you want a big, chewed out ass. I've never been married, so I'm not an expert myself, but most likely, yeah. No shit. Hell, even with my girlfriends, I was never able to be long enough to even that point.
ご機嫌を取るためにコンビニスイーツじゃなく花椒のケーキを選んだことには意味があるんじゃねえか。
Hmm. There was significance because he came all the way out to La Soil to buy a cake. Once you put it that way, I see your point. It's probably nothing I should have been worrying about.
だな。
What are you doing down there, Heaven? Yep, definitely wants to play right now. I mean, in my mind, I know that it's nothing
先
but.
日のことが尾を引いて弱気になってるんじゃねえか。
Maybe it's been a while since I've gotten trounced that badly.
ところで花椒、温泉宿に来たのに温泉に入らねえとしぐれがますます気にしちまうぞ。花椒が落ち込んだのは自分のせいだってしぐれは悩んでこの温泉旅行を企画したんだぞ。
She went through all that, but that was my problem too. No, even I said that, she probably wouldn't listen.
頑固というか思い込みが激しいというか、そういうところ親父さんも花椒もしぐれも親子だよな。
Huh. Is that a fact? I always thought I was pretty normal myself. Nevertheless, thank you. I'm going to go to the hot spring.
よし、じゃあ風呂に行こうか。背中流してやるぞ。
Huh? What?
花椒を一人で風呂に行かせたらまたつまらないことを考えそうだからな。
We're about to take a bath with Azuki? What? Huh. But going to the men's bath, I know you're a cat girl, but even that's a little.
バカか。他の男も入ってくるかもしれない男湯に私が行くわけねえだろ。家族風呂を使うに決まってんだろ。花椒が気乗りしねえってんなら無理にとは言わねえけどさ。
Oh no, trust me, I would be interested. No, okay then. Let's go in together. Gotta say, it's pretty rare for you to propose this kind of idea.
バカ、何かを本当に背中を流すだけだってのは。
Poor Azuki. Yeah, right. You just surprised me. Quickly get my bath-time toiletries together before opening the sliding door. There's Coconut.
ナッツいたのか。僕なんとなくお兄ちゃんの様子が気になって
Oh my gosh, really?
部屋の前まで戻ってきたらお姉ちゃんと話してる声が聞こえたから。
I think my cat's done playing with his toy now. No, you just... Nope. I see. Thanks for being so concerned, Coconut.
立ち聞きしちゃってごめんなさい。
It's no biggie.
聞かれて困るような話ならこんな場所でしねえよ。ナッツも一緒に入るか。いいの？
Of course you can. Granted, I do think the Rottenboro bathhouse that's open to everyone is more
そんな
spacious.
ことよりお兄ちゃんとお姉ちゃんとお風呂に入りたい。僕楽しみにしてたんだ。言っておくけど本当の本当に背中を流すだけだからな。
Uh-huh. And of course, since we don't have the 18 plus part, we don't get any of that. Late at night, I've just been laying here with my eyes open, wide awake. Makes me wonder if there was actually a sex scene there. It's not like the futons are uncomfortable, though. Sugar and the cat girls all seem to be resting well. And why is my phone going off? No, it's just Twitch being Twitch. Makes me wonder what Cinnamon is dreaming about there. Yeah, something must happen with Azuki and Coconut. And there was Coconut with her damn food dreams. Hmm. Yeah, I don't think I can get to sleep. I exit the room, careful not to make a sound on the way out. The inn has its lamps on at night, but once I leave the area, I'm greeted by royal darkness. Rural darkness. Ugh. Depending on the spot, it's dark enough that I can't even tell where it is I'm standing. Hmm. Hot Spring District is usually busting with tourists during the day, but in the wee hours of the night, it has a completely different atmosphere. Peer down from the bridge. Of course, darkness. All I can hear is the sound of running river. I feel I can make out the moon's reflection on the water surface. No, wait. Is that just a street light? I peer deeper below the bridge to the front. Hello, Azuki! Holy crap! I suddenly got tackled near to fall into the wire below. Azuki, you almost made me fall in. Why in the world would I ever do that? I woke up in the middle of the night, so I was just taking a little walk. No, I mean, I guess what I was doing was sort of misleading. If you're that worried, what did you want before my walk? Aren't you cold, Azuki? Ah, damn it, I can't reach your toy. As my cat wants to keep throwing his toy toward me. Just as I told you before, I just happened to wake up. Oh, I'm pushing the wrong button. No, well, I would be lying if I said I didn't. Everyone's got one or two worries on their minds, you know. So why did you get up, Azuki? Is it because I got up? Get... Huh? Apparently Sugar was sleep shouting for me after I left the room. So you went out your way to come looking for me. Sorry, I really just needed to clear my head. No, no, I'm good on that front now. It's just that I've been thinking back on everything up till now, and I'm almost positive that there's something I'm still lacking. After I graduated college, I studied abroad in France. Graduating and taking over the family business with no other options on the table wasn't satisfactory to me in the least. I want to broaden my horizons. I don't want you to get the wrong impression, though. It's not like I hate the Miniduki Japanese style sweets, got it? On a Paris Street corner is where I first encountered my mentor's cakes. In my mentor's shop, I ate those impressively delicious Western style sweets and saw the smiles on of the patrons there. I thought to myself that this is exactly what I was in search of.
水無月の和菓子屋にはないものか？
The Minaduki shop doesn't have seating for patrons. The majority of the Japanese sweets they make are sold in department stores, after all.
うん、そういやな。
I pleaded with my mentor to take me as their apprentice and learn the way of Western confectionaries from them. When my stay aboard was nearing an end, my mentor told me, I already taught you everything. Although, personally, I don't feel as though I've matched my mentor's distinct flavor in the slightest. Last thing they told me was that all I needed to do was work on completing what I've learned on my own.
そういうもんか？
This isn't a factory where everything needs to be the exact same. Without any personal flair, there's no point in the person even making it. That's what I was told.
なるほどな。
I planned on running my own shop once I got back to Japan, which is why I made the request to my mentor. Request that I would be allowed to use the name, and they gladly
というわ
obliged.
け。免許改伝ってわけか。
That's how the name of the shop became La Soleil. In French, it sounds kind of odd, but
妙なのか？フランス語とかわかんねえんだけど。
alright. Soleil by itself means the sun, and the sun is what they call a masculine noun, which is normally written as Le Soleil.
へえ。
But my mentor is female. She apparently tacked on law reserved for feminine nouns there instead.
うん、そもそも、なんで太陽なんだ？
I believe I'm saying that right. I don't know, because, again, don't know French, and for one person I know that's French, doesn't speak really English. There's apparently a logic behind the name, but she never gave me a clear answer to it. Seems like something she wants to keep private. She lives by herself now, but she once had a husband and a son, so I assume it had something to do with
ふ
that.
むふむ。まあ、言いたくねえことだったら、無理に聞いてもな。
Yeah, that's my logic. I was taught many things by way of my mentor, really all sort of things. When it came to Western sweets, I had pride, I had confidence. And yet I was shown up by the whipped cream my father threw together despite him never so much as mentioning Western sweets before.
そんなに差があったのか？
Yeah, compared to anything I make, the flavor was much more clear and distinct, closer to what I've considered ideal.
ん？歌唱の理想って、その師匠の味なんだよな。
That's right. I guess the name my dad and my mentor are the real deal, and I'm just a phony trying to mimic them.
なんだよ、偽物って。
You heard my dad say it, that my cooking has no core. What did he mean by core, I wonder?
あ、うん。
And brooding over that fact brought me to say that convenience store sweets just might be
多
better.
少らしいけどな。結局のところ、歌唱自身が納得いくまで突き詰めるしかねえんじゃねえか？
Yeah, that's what I think. Keep thinking to myself, how can I make my sweets even better?
私も協力してやるよ。何でも言ってくれ。
Thank you. Speaking of my mind has taken a load off, but I think it's time we
そ
head
う
back
だ
now.
な。すっかり冷えちまった。
Sure does me, sure does make me want to take another
あ
bath.
あ、風呂に入るだけだぞ。本当に風呂に入るだけ？
So yeah, something did happen during that first one. Okay, I got it. I swear. Come on now, Azuki. You're the wife of the series.
猫パ
Really, coconut. It's the day after we came back from our hot spring trip. Today's another day with business as usual. Oh, are you putting up the
あ、
posters?
お兄ちゃん。これお姉ちゃんから貼っておけって言われたんだ。もしかして間違ってた？よ
Oh no, you're fine. Thank you for doing it.
かった。
Azuki just so happened to be there when I remembered that I was supposed to put up those posters, so I ended up asking her to do it without much thought. But in retrospect, it would be a tough job for Azuki. Yes, she is short. After all, it wouldn't help us any to have the posters below eye level.
僕こういうの得意だから大丈夫だよ。
You do have height on your side. I appreciate it, Coconut. But aren't you uncomfortable working out here in the cold?
ちょっと寒いけど平気だよ。あ、肉がついてるからじゃないよ。
I'll make you some hot chocolate when you're done.
本当？やった！
I look toward the poster that Coconut is in the middle hanging up. Neighborhood Association Christmas event, huh?
うんうん。広場で生演奏とかトークショーとかあるみたい。楽しそうだな。
Runs from afternoon to evening, huh? It's unfortunate, but we won't be able to make it.
そうなの？
This is the first Christmas since Soy opened, so you probably don't know, but cake shops are a war zone during Christmas.
戦争？
Christmas is the day where cakes sell the most in Japan. Yes, they do. Strictly speaking, the night of the 24th, Christmas Eve. Past year, like ours, is no exception. We're going to be busy with all delivery orders too.
そうなの？
This is our first time, so I don't know exactly how many customers we'll have coming, but I even heard that depending on the shop, you can end up selling out half of a year's worth of stock on Christmas alone. That's how busy it gets. A lot of houses will be throwing Christmas parties with a cake as the centerpiece to their tables.
クリスマスパーティーやったよね。
Of course you have.
楽しかったな。
Yeah, back at the Mini Dookie house.
お兄ちゃんが作ってくれた料理すっごい美味しかった。
If I remember correctly, that was in volume 0 or extra. I can't remember. Glad to hear it. This year, I don't think we'll be able to indulge, though.
そっか。
Cheer up, why don't we all have some Christmas cake after we close up shop?
やったー。
But I'm having doubts that it will be enough for you, Coconut. Maybe I'll prep a turkey,
ター
too.
キー？
At the party we had before, do you remember that big roasted bird that was there? That's a turkey.
覚えてる。すっごい美味しかった。
In the United States and Great Britain, it's customary for them to eat a turkey for Christmas like that. Wrong! It's ham for Christmas. Turkey is Thanksgiving. And New Year's, the pork chops with sauerkraut. In France, a lot of families eat. Oh shit. Again, French. I'm sorry. I don't know it. Bolden Blanc, I believe was how it's pronounced. I know Blanc is wines. A kind of white sausage instead. Once they're back home from evening mass, they eat some warm Bolden Blanc with sauteed apples. Ooh, that actually sounds good. Then comes soup, and for the main dish, steak with a hearty serving of potatoes. You start eating during the evening. By the time dessert rolls around, it's already the 25th.
クリスマスのごちそうっていろいろあるんだね。またやりたいな。 またパーティーやれるなら今度はお父様とお母様も一緒がいいよね。
Speaking of which, my parents were out the last time we had a Christmas party, weren't they?
お父様はパーティーとか好きじゃないのかな。
Not sure myself. I don't remember him ever saying that he was against them, though. After all, he does have a soft spot for Sugar Ray.
そっか。じゃあ一緒にできるといいね。
Main thing is, Kasha. Yeah. By the way, is there anything specific you want, Coconut?
クリスマスのプレゼント？
Yeah. I was going to make sure to tell Santa's son to bring it to you.
大丈夫だよ。もうしぐれ様にお手紙を渡したから。
Huh? Oh, I see. Well, I guess you know about Santa's son then.
僕ももう子供じゃないからね。
Right.
しぐれ様から頼んでもらうんじゃなく、ちゃんとサンタさんにお手紙を書いたんだ。
By letter, do you mean a letter to Santa?
そうだよ。
Right. Yeah, yeah. Great job, Coconut.
僕いい子にしてるよね。
Of course. Well, you always help me out with the shop like this after all.
やった。
Did any of the other cat girls write a
みんな
letter?
で書いたよ。
I see. Everyone, huh? Azuki and the others who have already caught wind of the truth, probably helping keep the tradition this year too, I guess. Coconut pastes the poster to the window pane and
ク
looks
リ
at it.
スマスパーティーまたやりたいな。
Hmm.
お店のお手伝いが嫌なわけじゃないよ。
Oh, yeah. That's when Azuki comes out from the shop.
おい、バカなこと言ってんなよ、ナッツ。ケーキ屋がクリスマスにパーティーやってる余裕ねえだろ。わかってるよ。 でもしぐれ様もお母様もお誕生日パーティーの時すごく楽しそうだったから、きっとクリスマスパーティーをやったら喜ぶだろうなって。しぐれとおかみさんはそうかもな。でも親父さんはお祭り騒ぎみてえのは好きじゃねえんじゃねえの。そうかな。またあんな雰囲気になっても微妙だろ。
Hmm. I recall what happened on my mom's
お父
birthday.
様はどうしてお兄ちゃんのケーキを食べてくれなかったんだろう。食べたら絶対に美味しいって言うのに。歌唱が負けを認めたからだよ。お兄ちゃんはすっごくケーキを作るのがうまいけど、美味しいものは美味しいって言うじゃん。いや、それとこれとは。なんで違うんだ、歌唱。
That's not really a question I can answer. I don't understand my father's thinking. But I do know that running away forever isn't going to solve my problems. Even now, every time I remember what happened that night, the thoughts start brewing in my head. But unless I can get my dad to recognize my own flavor, I'll be stuck with this nagging sensation in my heart forever. I'm also making the cat girls worry more than they should over me. Christmas will be busy, but it's not like we'll be open too late or anything. I don't see the harm in delivering a cake to the Minduki house after store hours. There's still a few days until Christmas. This time I'll make the best cake I can possibly make.
話は聞かせてもらいました。
Really, Sugar? Really?
急に出てくるなよ、しぐれ。
Hey,
兄様が決意してくださるのをずっと待っておりました。
that's so.
私は兄様の勝利を信じています。
Thank you. I'll do my best to make an even better cake than
ケ
last
ー
time.
キ以外の準備はお任せください。兄様。
Oh, okay. Right, okay. You can handle cooking this time around. I'll focus on the cake.
任されました。今年もクリスマスパーティーを開くために万全な計画を立てています。
I see. So you were looking forward to another one this year, huh?
おっと、私のことより今は兄様のなすべきことに集中してく
Gotcha. Thanks, Sugar.
ということはクリスマスパーティーができるの？やったー！おいおい、大丈夫かよ。まあ歌唱が決意したなら私は応援するけどさ。
Afternoon. Tea time comes to a close, and the amount of customers dwindles down to a handful. I let the cat girls handle the shop as I coop myself up in the kitchen. A taste test cake I've made. Think it's delicious. In terms of a cake I would serve to customers, there's absolutely no problem with it. There's still something missing.
歌唱
Chris!
何度も呼んでるんだから返事くらいしなさいよ。
Sorry, people. I wasn't paying attention.
失礼しちゃうのね。すっごく怖い顔してうなって犬になったのかと思ったわ。
Ouch! Was that really the expression on my face?
少なくとも美味しいケーキを食べている時の顔ではないわね。
Yeah. I'm not going to refute that I wasn't in that state of mind. Pat my own face down.
頬にクリームがついたわよ。
Maple uses her fingertip to stroke around my mouth. Her fingers are smooth and yet still supple at the same time. Maple licks the whipped cream she wiped off.
美味しいと思うけど。
I don't think you can really get a taste for it like that. Why don't you give it a proper taste test and tell me what you think?
私でよければ。
Here it is.
見た目はおしゃれね。
In a good way.
いいと思うわ。美味しそう。
Mabel takes a tiny scoop with a fork and brings it to her mouth.
相変わらず美味しいわね。
Is
こ
it?
んなに美味しいのに何を悩んでいるのか私にはわからないんだけど。
But it's plain, isn't it?
普通？
It's, I don't know, plain. That's how it feels to me.
そうかしら。ちゃんと印象に残る味だと思うし、歌唱のケーキならではの特徴もあるんじゃない？
That only my cakes have?
でもこのケーキを見たら綺麗だって思うし、食べたら美味しいって言うでしょ。みんなが笑顔になるケーキを作りたいってあんたはいつも言っているじゃない。
Yeah, that sentiment hasn't changed. But there's still something I'm hung up on. Dad said that my cooking lacked a core. He said that the phrase brings smiles to people's faces was something I ran behind. My dad always speaks with a purpose, especially when it comes to cuisine. I'm running behind them. My cooking lacks a core. What does that mean?
私にはさっぱりだけど、みんなを笑顔にすると思うのがダメなら、そう考えないで作ってみたら？
Huh?
だって試しに作っているのでしょ。お客さんに出すわけではないのだし、いいじゃない。
Good point. Now she spells it out like that. I realized that I never baked with that idea in mind. Not baking for everyone, just baking for myself, huh? Alright, now that I've finished,
また私なの？
I'd like you to compare it to the last one.
頼られるのは嫌じゃないし、美味しいものは好きなんだけど。いえ、大丈夫よ。なるほど。私はこっちの方が好みね。ガツンと甘くて香りも強くて主張が強いのは嫌いじゃないわ。 味の統一感という意味ではちょっと荒削りな感じもするけど、
I see.
でも歌唱のお父様に食べてもらうならさっきのケーキの方が合うんじゃないかしら。
Yeah, probably.
洋菓子を食べ慣れていて濃い味が好きならいいと思うわ。
But I'm afraid I'm not sure how it will fare as a Christmas cake for the whole family. My preferences aren't anything really all that special. I know I say it's for everyone, but I guess it's not like it's too far off from my preferences. I've honed my senses so that I can make out if something tastes good
つ
after
ま
all.
り歌唱の好みで作ってもそう変わらないってことね。二人だけで美味しそうなもの食べてる。
Of course, Chocolate would come running in.
ご主人様、ショコラを呼んでくれないなんてあんまりです。たまたま通りかかったから味見してただけよ。ショコラも食べてみれば。
Yeah. You give them a try too, Chocolate. Both the one I made earlier and the one I made just now.
いいんですか？やったー。
And of course, Vanilla.
食べられると聞いて、
Hey, Vanilla. How's the shop
今
doing?
はシナモンが馬車馬のごとく働いている。問題ない。それは問題ないのかしら。なになに、みんな集まってどうしたんですか？あ、馬車馬。あ、いや、私は猫です。
Who's minding the shop?
あずきとココナツがコマネズミのように働いてるから。
Right. It should be break time anyway, so I guess it's fine. Could I get you guys to taste test for me then?
にゃー、いただきます。いただく。いただきます。おいしいです。おいしい、おいしい。なるほど。紅茶が欲しくなりますね。あ、そうだよね。ご主人のケーキは相変わらず絶品。私の好みはこっち。ショコラは1個目の方が好きです。私はどっちも好きですよ。あ、ショコラもどっちも大好きです。
Thanks. There's not that big of a difference between them.
みんな美味しいって言うわよね。歌唱の言い分もわからなくはないけど。歌唱さんの言い分って何ですか？
Of course. Now they all want to know.
ケーキも普通じゃないかって心配しているみたいよ。
Well, yeah, because each cake has a different taste.
こんな美味しいケーキは普通じゃないと思います。これを普通と思うのは贅沢。でも歌唱さんがそう思うのでしたら、普通じゃないケーキを作ってみたらどうでしょう。なるほど、それは面白そうね。
What?
ショコラ考えました。
Oh no. Huh? Hmm.
自信あります。
If you insist, I'll guess I'll give it a shot. Choco's a really big fan of sweet things, and she's eaten several of my cakes. Plus, she might have made some sort of discovery. I followed Choco's orders and tried making the cake from them. I sandwiched a chocolate mousse with chocolate sponge cake, frosted with chocolate cream, and decorated with chocolate. Too much chocolate. Pretty sure chocolate should be safe to eat for cat girls, right? This chocolate cake has enough, well, chocolate to warrant those concerns. Cats can't eat really cheap. Eat chocolate.
じゃーん、ショコラのスペシャルショコラモーニングスターです。 な名前になってるわよ。命名が適当なショコラもかわいい。ふわ、おいしそうですね。
Well, I think the taste should be just fine.
カロリー高そうね。いただきまーす。ショコラが考えてご主人が作ったケーキ。
Try not to overthink things and give me a taste test, okay?
チョコね。すっごくチョコレートケーキですね。おいしい。至高。すばら。ご主人様、これおいしいです。
Yeah. It excludes chocolateness in more ways than one.
ちょっとくどそうと思ったけど、同じような味でも食感の違いだけでこうも変わるのね。でもショコラ好きにはたまらないかもしれないわね。
Hello, junk mail.
ダメでしたか？
It's a bit on the extreme side, but it was a bold idea that I'll take for future reference. Thank
美
you.
味しかったわよ。やったー、ショコラやりました。じゃあ次はバニラ任せて。
Oh no, complete vanilla cake. A Snow White rare cheesecake with a smell of vanilla extract drizzled with melted chocolate. Okay.
名付けるならショコラかわいい。
Does that name have anything to do with the cake?
斬新な外見ね。お醤油をかけた冷ややっこみたいな。あ、それだ。
Well, I was hoping for a change after all. It was a fresh and novel appearance at the very least.
食べてみると、味は普通かしらね。バニラの香りが強いからそこは好き嫌いが分かれそうだけど、私は好きですよ。ショコラおいしい。ちょっと苦い。
You're right, it does taste more bitter than I expected.
私は好き。甘めの紅茶には合うかもね。ジュースもいいかもですね。ふっとり。
Honestly, it's hard to call this a cake that brings smiles to everyone's faces. But seeing Vanilla, who's not very expressive, with faint hints of joy on her face, has left quite an impression on me. Well, yeah, Vanilla doesn't express much.
次はシナモンね。
Oh no. Oh no. Run and hide.
じゃあめいちゃんも一緒に考えようよ。
Okay, maybe not if you have a maple thing something up too.
私はいいわよ。普通のケーキが好きだもの。言っておくけど、メイプルをかけたケーキなんて作ってもらおうと思わないからね。私はメイプル好きだよ。一緒に考えよう。もう、わかったわよ。
I make the cake that Maple Cinnamon come up with as well. It's a black tea chiffon cake. Okay.
普通って言わないでよ。
But the taste is pretty creative, I say.
そうね。紅茶のケーキって意外と紅茶と合わないというか、味が似通ってていまいちなのよね。そういうのが好きという人もいるけど、だからあえてフレーバーの強い紅茶のシフォンケーキを考えてみたのよ。確かに紅茶が欲しくなる感じ。紅茶の香りの中にバターの風味が添えてある生クリームがよく合うよね。おい しいわよね。でも作ってもらってなんだけど、味としては紅茶のスコーンだから新しくないし、主役がケーキじゃなくて紅茶のような気が。
You may be right, but I think this cake suits your
そ
personality,
う
Maple.
かしら。資格転倒って言いたい？
No, I meant what I said.
冗談よ。次はシナモンの番ね。ああ、お
Oh no. How did I know it was going to be that? Wait, really?
あら、花の形のケーキ？花びら一枚一枚作ってあって凝ってるわね。
It was not easy, let me tell you. No, it's not.
さすが歌唱さんです。私のイメージを完璧に再現されてます。このお花はね、ここにおしべとめしべっていうのがあってね。
I didn't get ready for Cinnamon go lewd. Oh, so those are the stemma and pistol.
知ってた。シナモンらしいわね。あのね、おしべとめしべがね、愛し合ってぐちょんぐちょんに、ぐちょんぐちょんになると赤ちゃん。ケーキをぐちょんぐちょんにしないで。食べ物で遊んじゃダメだよ。ケーキで発情してんじゃないわよ。発情にゃんって、私真剣にケーキ作ってて。真剣に考えるとおしべとめしべになっちゃうのね。ダメ、そんな目で見ちゃダメ。シナモン、潤っちゃう。
Right, well, putting Cinnamons intent behind this aside.
花びらふわふわして美味しいです。さすがご主人。おしべとめしべのところはちょっと食べにくいけどね、精神的に。
Being particular about the shape of what you're making is an important quality. Flavor tends to change based on your feelings, you know.
何か参考になったかしら。まあ、なってないわよね。
I think a more flexible idea like this was just the thing I need. I can apparently get pretty hard-headed.
頭が硬いんですか？頭突き。
That's not what I meant by that. Anyway, I'll give things some more thought.
また試食が必要なら呼んでちょうだい。いつまで興奮してるのシナモン。仕事に戻るわよ。ご主人様、ごちそうさまでした。ショコラ、仕事に戻ります。ごちそうさま。
I give them a nod and watch the girls all leave the kitchen. I look over all the test cakes. The cakes which I felt all had their own sense of personality up until a second ago. All seem to have lost their luster. What's going on? It's a strange feeling. The cakes losing their charm isn't a positive thing. However, I continue to stare at them in a positive way, as if there's something important in the test cakes. Break time 3 days later.
うにゃー、今日もご主人様はキッチンから出てこない。いつ寝ているのか。なんか寂しい。ご主人様いっぱい悩んでるのに。ショコラはいっぱい手伝ってる。すっかり仕事に慣れて今はいっぱい働いてる。頼まれた下準備をしたり洗い物をしたり、もちろんお客さんも案内したり、 ショコラ、いっぱい頑張ってるよ。えらい。でも、どうすればご主人様のケーキがもっと美味しくなるかなんて。ご主人様のために何かしたい。何かしたい。何かしたい。何かしたい。何かしたい。何かしたい。何かしたい。落ち着いて、ショコラ。落ち着いたら何かできる？
The break room door opens.
こらー、大声を出すな。店まで聞こえちまうぞ。
Azuki and Coconut come into the break room. However, Coconut looks a little odd.
ココちゃん、何かあった？だったの？ナッツのアホがサボってやがったんだ。ほんと？おかしい。ココちゃん、いっつも出前に行ってるし、お店にいるときはお掃除とか洗い物とか。いつも働いてる。出前のときに。それはないと思う。行き先を考えると、いつも最速に近い。だよね。いつも頑張ってるよね。間違いない。そうだよ。いつも頑張ってん。ふにゃ？ああ、なるほど。おかしいだろ？全員同じだけ休憩を取るようにシフトを組んでるのに。確かに、サボってたね。ナッツのやつ、休憩したふりして働いてたんだ。言われてみると、休憩室でココナッツを見たことがない。あ、そういえば。休憩するのも仕事のうちだぞ。無理して働いて体調を崩したらどうすんだ？ごめんなさい。
So that's what they meant by her playing hooky. Not that she wasn't working, she's overworking herself.
組んだシフトで店が回るかどうかも私が把握しないといけねえんだ。お前が無理して回してて、いざって時にいなかったら店はどうなるんだ？代わりを入れて回るはずのシフトで、実は店が回らないって事態になっちまうんだぞ。店のため、歌唱のため、頑張りたいって気持ちはわかるけどよ。何？僕がクリスマスパーティーをまたやりたいなんて言ったから。そいつはきっかけだろ。いつかは向き合わなきゃいけなかったんだ。そう思う。歌唱がこの道を進むのなら避けては通れねえだろ。大丈夫だよ、ココちゃん。ショコラ？ご主人様はきっと美味しいケーキを作ってくれるよ。だってご主人様だもん。ご主人様のお父様にいつかうまいって言わせてみせるって、そう言ってたから大丈夫だよ。ショコラ、信じてる。ショコラもご主人様のこと信じてる。もちろんやっぱりご主人様のために何かしたいんだよ。でも無理したらかえって迷惑かけちゃうかもよ。そうだよね。ごめんなさい。ショコラ、えらいえらい。ふにゃ？なに？バニラ。ふん。ショコバニのくせに一丁前なこと言いやがって。まあ、言いたいことは言われちまったから。ナッツ、出前に行って冷えただろ？あったかい紅茶でも飲むか？ありがとうお姉ちゃん。飲むなら自分で用意しろよ。入れてくれる流れじゃなかった？ショコラが入れてあげるよ。
Poor nuts.
ありがとう、ショコラ。二人の仲まで気遣った？何のことだ？それにしても、歌唱はキッチンから出てこねえな。ちゃんとケーキは作ってるから店は問題ねえけど、あいつこそ休憩を取らねえといけねえんじゃねえか？おめえらのシフトは私が組んでるけど、歌唱は言うことを聞かねえからな。何かできないかな、お兄ちゃん。
Yeah, this black tea is too much. Oh my gosh. It's no good. This doesn't help change anything. Why?
箇所
Huh? Take a breath to regain my composure. Close call. I almost started shouting in front of everyone. Maple, Cinnamon, you guys are still here? Thought the shop would be closed by now, but here they are.
レジが合わなかったわ。あずきは細かいこと気にすんなって言ってたけど、気になって私たちで数え直してたんです。
It's rare that our sold stock doesn't add up with the money in the register. If it's too much of a difference, it could be a problem, but how much didn't add up?
1円
1 yen? I can see why she told you not to worry about it. What? So basically, a penny. A penny was off and they were freaking out over it. Oh my gosh. If it was just 1 yen, then it might just be a miscount or it might have fallen somewhere without anyone noticing.
あら、よくわかったわね。レジ台の下に落ちてたんですよ。
Actually, good on you guys for finding it.
めいちゃん、一度やりだすと絶対に最後まで諦めないタイプですから、床に這いつくばってでも見つけないと帰れないと思いまして。他の猫たちは帰ったんだし、シナモンも先に帰っていいって言ったでしょうに。めいちゃん置いては帰れないよ。
Maple, you really don't have to sweat 1 yen.
レジを一番触っているのはカウンターにいる私でしょ。合わないなんて恥だわ。でも他の子もレジをやることはありますし、めいちゃんの休憩中とか。わかってるけど、ところでカショウは帰らないの？
He is home, technically, if you think about it. 'Cause all he has to do is go upstairs and eat it in his house. uh, I could go home, but everything including the shop is basically my home.
明日の朝も早いでしょ。部屋に戻って休んだ方がいいんじゃなくて？
Did you come here because you wanted to say that?
と、そういうわけではなく、報告のついでよ、ついで。新作ケーキは順調ですか？順調だったらこんな時間までこもってないでしょ。
Well, I'm starting to get to a point where even I can't really tell. Want to give it a taste? I present them the test cake I just finished
じゃ
baking.
あ、いただくわね。わーい、約束です。
Maple and cinnamon taste test.
えっと、
It's not good, is it? I knew it. I come to that realization. I realized like piling on these different techniques just made the flavor go south.
独特な味と言いますか。迷っていることは伝わってくるわよ。
I'm getting antsy. The more I keep pursuing, the farther I feel myself getting from my goal. It's gotten so bad as of late that I even second guessing myself when I bake the cakes I make on a regular basis.
カショウさん、
More importantly, the fact that you guys are cheering me on is actually putting a lot of pressure on me. Lately, I feel like the more support I get from you guys, the more pain it causes me. I absolutely hate feeling that way, but I'm aware of the fact that I've been losing my composure. I'm afraid that eventually, even though it's all in my head, I won't be able to keep myself in check and I'll end up pushing you all away from me. I'm so grateful to have you all, but I'm having more moments where I feel like I want to be by myself, even though I really hate the idea. Sorry, even now, I know in my mind that I shouldn't be saying that, yet. I'm sorry.
カショウさん、かわいそう。
Huh?